Hello everybody, important update. As you know, I am positioned bearish. The last week I have come back to shorting even shorted semiconductors because from several reasons actually. Why? The number one reason was that we hit 2.0 Fibonacci extension, and every single time this decade when we had 20% or more, when you measure the 2.0 Fibonacci, we always just bounced from there and corrected strong. Even here, when you measure COVID Fibonacci, then we did go up 5% above the 2.0. So you can still argue that perhaps we will go up to 5% above this level, which is 7,800. But if we go above 7,800 without correction, bigger correction, I should even say, if we go like this, then this time it's different. Then something structurally has changed, something is really different. Maybe this one 20% correction we had in 2018, but we actually didn't even come to 2.0, so that also is not like exception. Even the last decade, like we can go back and back, we can look for 20% plus corrections. And let me see, okay, this was a 20% plus correction. So I am now in the process with you looking for when was the last time when we hit 2.0 and didn't correct at all. And even here you can see this was the 2.0 was 1668 S&P, and even there we had something, right? Let me measure how big of a correction was this. 7.7%. That's definitely not big correction, but at least it's something. And you can see also when you zoom in, you can see that it was respecting the 2.0 again, right? You can see it very closely. This is on daily even. This is not like so. At least like 7% correction, but to have no correction after we hit 2.0, just to continue going parabolic, like I have to go very very far into the past. I don't even know like when did something like that happen. Even I am now in 90s, in 98, and even there you can see that we hit 2.0 and we were already in the topping process, right, at the 2.0 extension around. And then we had the collapse, dot-com collapse. And then if we go even further and further to the past, so we have to go to 1990. 1990 we had a 20% correction, and then we came to 2.0. But even there on 2.0 you can see that we have stopped a little bit, but we never really corrected below it. We continued and then we went parabolic into the bubble. So 1990 is one case, and then 2011 you can also say that then in 2013 is another case, but we still corrected at least 7%. So to just slice through the 2.0 and do nothing, that would be bizarre. That would be, I don't even like decades of broken the pattern, right? So you can see why I was betting this way. And another reason was, for instance, this barometer. This is the orange lines right here. By the way, I have here the Trump's tweet. This is the reason what I'm talking about, right? This is why the weekend's futures markets are up, and I expect that this time this narrative is actually true, but we don't know yet. We will see on Tuesday, but if this is a true narrative, which it could be, then we will have very strong again, at least Tuesday. I'm not sure if whole week, but maybe Tuesday. So, but still some kind of a slowdown, some kind of a correction, at least like 5-7% around these levels. That's just like every single time it happens. And also this barometer, these orange lines, you can say that it was suggesting big volatility in late May, which is also like normal. We had no back testing, nothing for 1 month and almost 2 months now. Gap not back, V-shaped recovery not back tested, nothing. This is actually worse than last year. Last year we had a V-shape, and this time it's even more parabolic than it was the last year. So there was actually many reasons, and we have extended a weekend. There was many reasons why I was betting the way I'm betting. So I have a big decision to make. Obviously, if I'm wrong, and I have to close. I have to just take the losses and to be able to play again. Because you have to close, you have to fix your mistakes as fast as possible. That's a general rule. So my idea is to short semiconductors. That's what I'm trying to short. As you can see, there is also a little something kind of like at least a slowdown. So there could be some correction. This is the SMH. Very something similar with XLK. That's the one I am actually in short. As you can see, this trade. As you can see, on Friday I opened it on Friday. So let's see where it opens on Tuesday, but I expect it can open somewhere in here. So then I will have to make a decision whether I will just close it early just because I'm invalidated, or whether I will wait for a few days to see if it comes back down. But yeah, if I am wrong, I've already also shared that work. I can repeat it. If I am wrong, then like then this time it's different, and then we are in kind of an uncharted lands, and then crazy things can happen. Like if these patterns no longer work that they were working over the past 10 years, 20 years, like except for one case perhaps. So if this no longer works, then this might be really the start of the bubble. But of course, there will always be corrections. But what it means for me, I am going to be, if this gets confirmed, if Tuesday is gonna be bullish, like I unfortunately see it will be. So if all of this is invalidated, then I'm getting out from almost all of my shorts. I have couple that I will probably keep, like these silver mines. As you can see, I'm shorting from all the way here, and we are already here. Although silver is AI metal, so I will also think hard about whether to keep this short or not. I'm also trying to short VTR, that's something different. The tankers, TNK. Actually, I think tankers, it's actually bearish tankers in my opinion. So I will keep maybe the short tankers, but other than that, I'm also trying to short Cisco. It will probably come back down, but maybe not just yet. I'm also trying to short Intel. As you can see there, I'm in the gains, but losing them over time. So maybe time to close as well. I'm also trying to short Google, which is I'm also in very slight gains, but also time to perhaps also trying to short Russell, that is going quite poorly. I will probably have to take losses. So to sum up, I just wanted to put this out there. I've been thinking like all night about this because this is a big thing for me, and it's a bad thing for me. But hey, there is always tomorrow, and if you can take some if you can take some losses and close, if you're wrong, then you can continue playing the market, and there will be the time when you will be right again. So for me personally, I will not be shorting for the rest of May, probably not in the June as well, and then I will start thinking about it again in July, because August and September is seasonally weak months